Joined now by Pacers head coach Nate McMillan. You talked a little bit about this morning, how expectations are higher, but you guys have always had high expectations. And as you go into training camp this year, is there a discussion amongst your team about how you're being predicted to do better? You didn't have the expectations outside of this building, and is there a way of handling that?
Well, every year we have expectations, and we put them fairly high. Last year there were a lot of people who were making comments about we weren't this or we weren't that, and what we were going to become. And I really never really listened to that outside noise, is what we call it. And that's going to be our focus this year. Now expectations are going to be higher from the public, and from for ourselves it's going to be much higher. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, regardless of what happened last season, expectations would have been higher this year. So we're not running from that. We feel that we are going to be better. We know that we need to be better. Our guys have worked extremely hard this offseason to get stronger and be better coming into training camp, and so has the organization. I think the organization has done a good job of trying to bring in players as far as our draft picks, Kevin and Chad, and our scouts. We draft Aaron Holiday, who had a good summer for us, Alize Johnson, who is a scrapper, and then we go in free agency. We're able to bring in Tyreek Evans, Doug McDermott, and Kyle O'Quinn. So we feel like we've improved, and we're going to give ourselves a chance to be better this season.
When you say, Nate, that your expectations are higher, can you be a little more specific?
Well, be better than we were last year. And I never look at the schedule and say how many wins you're going to win. We prepare ourselves to win every game, and I think when you take that approach, you will end up where where you're supposed to be. But to sit here and say we're winning a championship this year, I've never gotten into that. I think there are a lot of people that they like to talk that way, and for the fan base, I think that's good conversation. But as far as a team and its approach, our approach is to be better than we were yesterday, and that's the approach. That's the approach we will take starting tomorrow.
Victor brought the guys down to Miami a few weeks ago. From a coach's perspective, what's it like to see a player take that type of leadership and to want to do something like that without you pushing him?
Well, I think it's great. He talked to us about that in July and said he wanted to invite all of the players down to Miami for kind of a short mini camp, so to speak, and opportunity for some of the for our draft picks and our free agents to meet the team and build a relationship. And we thought it was great, and what was really positive about that, all of our players showed up except for Bogey. Bogey was playing with his national team, but we had our whole roster down in Miami working out, and whatever they did, they did. I thought it was good for it to be just the players, since Victor came up with that. And I thought it was an opportunity for them to, start to build that chemistry again, because this is a different team than last year. A lot of the good things that happened for us last season, we have to continue to try to build on that. And I thought that was a good start with Victor inviting the players to Miami.
You allude to this being a different team than it was last year. Specifically, you've added the 3 free agents in O'Quinn, McDermott, the rookie Holiday. Any idea of how long it'll take everyone to be smooth and on the same page?
I don't put a timetable on that. Every day, as I just mentioned, we're going to work to be better than we were today. and we want to work to be better in every game than we were in our last game. So, we have some players that we're going to add to our roster, and we think that we're going to strengthen our bench, but putting a timetable on how these guys will gel and the combinations that will work for us, only time will tell. When we start to get into games and play more games, I'm expecting us to get better as the season goes on.
That said, is there a hope that continuity is on your side and that gelling quickly is on your side this year, considering you bring back your starting five, top seven, I think, in minutes, and Evans and McDermott bring new wrinkles, but it seems like in a lot of ways the core is back?
Absolutely. We're very familiar with our system and our style of play, and where we feel we need to improve, as far as things we need to do out on the floor as a group, as an individual, to be better than we were last season. And really it started for a lot of our guys right after the playoff series with Cleveland last year. They quickly recognized what they needed to work on and areas they need to improve. And our guys got to work shortly after that series to improve themselves so that coming into this season, they would be ready for the challenge.
You've referenced getting better as being your primary goal, and that's sort of a general statement. Are there specific areas that you're concerned about in terms of getting better?
Well, we talked about at the beginning of last year, the rebounding. We just really feel that we need to be a better rebounding team, than we were last year, finishing 26th in rebounding. We're better than that. We need to be better than that. We've challenged our big guys to come back bigger and stronger, to be able to become better rebounding players. But it's going to be a challenge to the team to be a better rebounding team. So it's going to take a group effort to, become a better rebounding team, and then all aspects of the game, playing the game together, increasing our assists, defensively, all aspects of the game. We want to try to improve.
It's Indiana Pacers head coach Nate McMillan. Coach, good luck here as training camp starts.
All right, thank you.